Welcome to Park Hopper Society, a place where we discuss all things travel and theme parks, a little bit about life, and a lot about Disney. I'm your host, Gary, and I'm joined by my fellow hoppers, Britt.
Hello.
And Aaron.
Yo.
In today's episode, we'll give you all our predictions for the upcoming D23 event.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting. There is quite the lineup, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Of events and programs and all kinds of stuff. So we'll talk through some of those things as well. But then we'll tell you our thoughts, some stuff that we've been reading and just hearing. Yeah. I wish I could tell you we had an inside source, but
we do not.
We don't.
We don't even have tickets.
We are very much outside.
We are outside, but I'll tell you what happens almost every time is that we talk about something, and then lo and behold, Disney makes an announcement about it.
Yeah.
So we're going to see.
We're going to swing for the fences here, too.
We're going to see what we can make come true.
Absolutely.
We're also going to play one of our favorite games, Sell, Float, Sink. So without further ado, let's get hopping. So, before we get into the D23 stuff, we both took vacations.
We did.
And we didn't go to Disney.
We did not.
Which is funny that there's been different people I've talked to, like, hey, like at work, you were out last week. Yep, I was. Did you go to Disney? No,
right.
No. Occasionally I go somewhere else other than Disney. We went to the beach.
We did too.
And
different beaches,
different weeks. Sometimes we do that weird thing where we both plan a trip to the same location at the same time.
Yeah.
That did not happen.
No, as a matter of fact, it kind of created a little hiccup in our recording schedule because we had to work around all of this. July was it appears to have been a busy month for everyone.
Yeah, it was.
It certainly was for us.
It was chaotic.
Yeah.
Here's hoping that by mid-August or so, kids get back in school, like things settle down.
Yeah.
One of the things I caught myself doing though is sitting on the beach, whatever, reading, doing stuff. And I enjoy the beach.
I do too.
For about a couple of days.
I am the same way.
And then at some point, I'm just like, man, this is a lot of work to get all the stuff out and set up the canopy and the chairs. And, you sit out in the hot sun. I sat underneath the canopy, but it was still hot. And I was still sit there and sweat the whole time.
You get burnt.
And then you got to put it all back together. And there's sand everywhere.
Yep.
Again, I enjoy, and I understand that there's some people like that's what they live for.
And more power to you. More
power to you. I often find myself daydreaming.
Yeah.
About other vacations, though.
Okay. Yeah.
Including, I was like, I don't sit there and I'm like, man, I wish I was at Disney.
Right.
I don't necessarily do any of that kind of stuff. But sometimes, like Leslie and I, we were taking a walk down the beach, and I was like, you know what? Like, I think I'm ready to do another Disney cruise.
Sure. Okay.
Because it's like. We had an okay experience when we did ours. The weather was rough. It was our first cruise ever, and everybody about yacked, but we didn't. We made it.
Yeah. So I'm a little surprised you're already ready to go back.
Well, here's the thing that was appealing to me.
Yeah.
Was like, okay, we could go get off the port. We could go play for a day, like play on the beach if we want to.
Absolutely.
Right? Like Castaway Cay and all that.
Yep.
But then we get back on the ship, and I don't have to worry about like we're gonna get shower, change, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But like, I'm not worried about where are we going to eat.
No,
I'm not worried about like, is there going to be a 2-hour wait?
Yeah.
Am I going to have to, what type of traffic? Like, do I even know how to get there?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well, and it's the beach. So at some point you're going to wait 2 hours for food. You're going to finally get the food. You're going to pay way too much for the food. And it's going to be like, you're going to wish like, man, why didn't we just go to McDonald's?
Yeah. Why don't we just do whatever it was? Better. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We had that experience. There was one place we had on our beach trip that we were about halfway through the meal. We were like, we will never come here again.
Yeah.
And there were a couple places we had that were incredible.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I had a great time. We had some great food. I will say this, the older I get, like I can feel the old man coming out in me when it comes to traffic.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because I can't tell you the number of young guns that I saw driving big, like Ford F-250s, but they were driving it like it was a Ferrari. What? You're actually going to kill someone.
Oh yeah.
Or the number of times I would see, like, I don't think slow.
Sure.
I'm normally like a 8 to 10 over the speed limit kind of guy.
No, that's fair.
Right?
That's perfectly fair.
And if you come up behind me and I'll move over. You can go on. But when I see that line of traffic, that's all doing 80, 85 miles an hour.
Yep.
And they're all just bumper to bumper.
Yeah,
and I'm like, listen, one person taps their brakes,
Yep.
you're all screwed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, like, really, let's do the math here. What is the point?
Okay, so this is what Apple Maps has proved to me. Because it doesn't matter if I'm doing 65 or 85.
Yep.
My time doesn't change.
Yep.
It doesn't change whatsoever.
It really doesn't.
And the reality is, if I gain 5 minutes, there's a good chance I'm going to hit traffic somewhere.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to lose 15.
I don't know. I've pulled some witchcraft before and knocked off 5 minutes. But
that's 5 whole minutes.
That's maybe not a good thing, though.
But like, for me, like, I'm knocking off 5 minutes because I'm driving over the speed limit for 4 hours.
Yeah.
To save
just
5 minutes.
It just doesn't make sense.
No,
I
it
see
does not.
people weaving in and out of traffic. And
Yep.
anyway, I think that's what makes me think about what I love about when we do go to Disney is
And the
that,
people
like,
weave in and out of the crowds.
no,
Stop in front of you.
That bugs. You know what?
Walk
but
bumper
it's in a contained area, I guess. No, what I was thinking of was like, when it comes to transportation, I don't have to think.
Right. No, you don't. That's their job.
Someone else is doing all that.
Shout
for
out
me.
to our Uber driver a couple of times ago who got us there in record time.
He did.
And I was too
remember that.
sleepy to be scared.
Well, Uber drivers terrify me, really.
But you know what?
They do the whole thing when
They always get you there.
Yes, but
So
one day
far.
they're not.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Like, I know that I'm going to be that 1 in a millionth at some point.
Yep.
Especially when I see brake lights and they're still zooming forward.
But they
you
got
know?
time.
They've got time to zoom around somehow.
Do they?
Like
That's
they
the
thread the
problem.
needle.
Use
That's
that
the problem.
shoulder. Yeah.
I guess
They'll
not,
get you there.
I don't think that's its intended purpose.
It is
Little
not.
gadget.
It
You
is
know.
not.
Yeah, is that what the rumble strips are there for, to help you slow down? You
No,
know?
they're there just to remind you how fast you're going.
Oh, I see.
Good job.
Good job.
Gives
Yeah.
you tempo.
Yeah, it gives you a tempo. That's exactly right.
Okay, let's move on to our actual predictions
Yes.
here. Okay, so D23 is it's billed as the ultimate Disney fan event.
Yes.
So if you're a Disney fan, they say that you should be here. It takes place every other year, right?
Yes, D23 does.
Yes.
No, in fairness, Destination D23 takes place every other year as well.
Yeah.
And they were obviously in
They
opposite
just
years.
rotate and basically rotate coast.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Side note on the
'Cause-
name, I think the first time I ever heard of D23 was in the year of 23.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
been very confusing ever since.
Yeah, well,
Because I thought that was like, oh, okay, so
So
it'll
this
be
is going
D24
to. Are you
next
thinking
time.
this should be D26?
Yeah, exactly.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think I heard about, because you'll all be the only people I would talk to about it, but I don't think I heard about it until like recently again, or at least I hadn't paid that much attention.
I don't know what year it started. I can't remember what year they had the first event. It's been
it was in the, I think, late 2000s.
yeah.
maybe.
I want to say like 2012,
Maybe somewhere around
in there
there,
is when D23, like when they began the fan club.
Yes.
I'm
yeah.
not sure about the event.
But yeah, it's D23 because the company was started in 1923.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yep.
some trivia.
Yep.
But it happens every other year. D23 generally happens in California.
Yep.
There in Anaheim at the convention center.
Yep.
This year, so it's going to be August 14th through the 16th.
Yep.
We will not be there.
We will not. We tried.
We tried. to get there.
and we were number 100,000 in line or something
man,
like
it
that. I
was-
think when I logged in.
It was something.
We're gonna try harder next year.
And I was looking. We were discussing this before we started recording. Like, there's a lot of really good panels that are coming up.
Oh yeah, there's some incredible stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's really neat. Like, it doesn't matter if you're more into the parks or if you're more into the movies or even into, like, there's going to be stuff there on The Simpsons and like what's it called, Bob's
Yeah.
Burgers or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that. National Geographic, like if that's your thing, it doesn't matter what part of the Disney company that you enjoy the most. There will be something there for you.
Yes.
One of the things that we definitely wanted to see, so every night at the Honda Center,
Yes.
they're doing like a special event.
Yes.
And it's a is it safe to call it a separate ticketed event?
Sort of. It's weird. The way the tickets work are
Yeah.
weird. It is technically a separate ticket.
Yeah.
But it's more like a ticket enhancement.
Yeah, depending.
Depending. Yeah.
Because you could buy right.
That's right,
You
you
could just
could.
get tickets like for specifically Friday night or Saturday night.
you could. And
And-
you could get tickets that would get you into the like expo,
Yes.
or convention center, wherever, where
Yeah.
they're doing all of the like panels and stuff, and would get you into the
Honda
arena,
Center?
into
Yeah.
the Honda Center, or you could get one that would just get you into the Honda Center or just into the convention center.
Yeah.
The ticketing was really
and
weird
you could
for
also
this.
do one day, or you could do all 3 days.
Yes. And if I remember correctly, I think the cost was the same no matter which of these tickets you got.
It wasn't.
Whether it was all 3 days for both places, 1 day for only one of the places, it didn't matter. I'm pretty sure the ticket cost was
they
the
were
same.
all, they
Or
were pretty
close to.
There are some tickets available.
You're not going to be able to get into the Honda Center at this point.
No, I think when I looked, there were a few seats left.
Well, there might be, but
it was the $2,600 tickets.
Yeah. You have
if
to
you
really want to go. Yeah.
Yeah. So Friday night they're doing a Disney Entertainment Showcase. The one that we really wanted to go to is Saturday.
Yes.
Which is called it's called Horizons, the Disney Experience Showcase.
Yeah.
And this is most likely when Disney is going to make all of their projections. They're going to talk about their projects, and they'll be announcing updates, is what I'm trying to get out.
Yes.
For any of their existing projects, they'll also, if they have any new stuff that's coming out,
they'll
at
announce
the parks or any of the Disney experiences, the cruise line, any of that kind of stuff. They will announce it then, and that's the one that we really wanted to go to.
Yeah,
really wanted to be at,
because that's obviously that's what we're focused on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last one is the Disney Legends Award ceremony, which I know I haven't paid attention. Honestly, I probably should have before we did this. I know Bob Iger is going to be.
Yeah.
He'll be a Disney legend. I think Anne Hathaway,
the Jonas Brothers.
The Jonas Brothers. That's right.
The Joe Bros.
And there's more.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's more.
There's also a couple other things I saw there. There was one that's like a concert with Alan Menken.
Yes,
and that looks super cool,
dude. Honestly, I mean, again, I would love to go and do all of it. Next year, we are going to pull out all the stops
for Destination D.
Yeah. We're gonna figure out a way to go.
Yeah, no, yeah. There's also another one. There's Floating Mountains, a conversation with Joe Rohde. I think that would be cool. There's just so many different programs, but they all overlap too, which kind of stinks because you may want to go to both at the same time.
Well, and my understanding is that you may want to go, like the ticket gets you into the convention center. It does not get you into any of these individual things.
No, you got to stand in line.
You have to stand in line for it, and once the room is full, the room is full.
Yeah.
So, I mean, oh well, that's cool.
Yeah, it sounds chaotic to me.
It does to me too.
But whatever. Okay, so some predictions, some things that we think that they're going to talk about.
Yeah, some things that we.
Let's go ahead and say I don't want to say we know. That's too confident.
We don't know. They're predictions, but these are not bold predictions. These are the things that we expect them to talk about. That's really, it's expectations.
When it comes to like updates.
Yeah.
Like Magic Kingdom, Villain's Land.
I think we're going to get some big updates on Villain's Land.
Something.
I think that, and again, this is not a bold assumption. I think we'll see more of a reveal of maybe an e-ticket attraction for Villain's Land.
I hope.
I think we need one.
Right.
I think we'll see that. Do you think they'll give us any updates on Piston Peak?
I feel like they have to.
But like they've kind of already shown us.
I mean, that's true.
Unless they give us more renderings of what it'll look like.
That's what I think. Because at least what I've seen, the most of is more of like the concept art. And they haven't really gotten into like, hey, this is what the ride vehicle is going to look like.
That's true. Like, we had that one video of them driving Jeeps around.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah.
Or like, here, this is the story. Here's what you're going to do.
That's true. We'll probably get some of that.
I hope we get some of that stuff.
I think we will.
But yeah, the whole idea of like what lies beyond Big Thunder.
Yes.
Again, it's been concept, and it's literally like it's just concept art.
It is. It's just we know very little about what they're actually planning to do back there. They've done a lot of site prep.
Yeah, tons.
Yep.
I mean, they've moved a lot of dirt.
They have moved a lot of dirt. They have obviously announced that it's going in there. As far as what exactly is going, I don't know that we've gotten any confirmation on anything for sure that's going back there, right?
Me neither.
Yeah.
No.
I haven't seen anything that, at least I haven't seen anything that I feel like is super concrete that like, hey, this will be there.
Yeah. And this to me, like I get flashbacks or whatever to when they announced New Fantasyland.
Yeah.
And what makes me nervous, not nervous, but like their plans were ambitious for New Fantasyland. And we got 66%.
Yeah, but that's still not. That's a failing grade.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
like we got most of it.
Yeah.
And it's definitely an improvement over what was there.
Yep.
But I'm afraid that's what's going to happen with Villains Land.
Yep.
And I hope that's not the case. So I would just say, like, whatever announcement is made.
Yep.
Don't think of that as being the finalized plan.
No, for sure not, because you never, and in all fairness to them, right? I mean, Villains Land is a long way from completion.
It is.
I'd say we are
at least a couple of years.
At least a couple of years.
And I almost wonder if they'll, like, Galaxy's Edge.
Sure.
Granted, there were some engineering things that happened, but like,
yep,
they will open it with one attraction.
Yes.
And that e-ticket attraction will come later.
I think there's a good possibility that'll happen.
Yeah.
I do expect to see some updates on that. Now, I will say, Destination D23 is it always at Disney World? Usually at Disney
Historically,
World.
It has been.
So it wouldn't surprise me if we don't get a ton of updates about it this year and they wait until they're actually at Disney World to really make those announcements.
And it could be because plans aren't completely finalized yet.
That's a little bit of both. And, I mean, they're going to want to load balance the excitement too. They may have other stuff they want to talk about. I think we'll get a lot more information about the what is it, project, the big expansion for Disneyland.
Oh, shoot.
Which, to be clear, it's not an expansion of Disneyland Park.
No.
It's basically building out the Disney bubble in Anaheim.
Is it Project Tomorrow? No, it's not Project Tomorrow. It's, we've been joking too much about Tomorrow.
Yes, we have.
Oh,
Tomorrowland.
I'll have to find it here because I was just looking into some of that. It is Disneyland Forward.
Disneyland Forward, yes.
That's it. I'm sure we'll get more about that.
It's a very long-term plan.
Yeah.
I would expect to see more of that here, especially, again, they're back over in California.
Well,
I would expect that.
Some things that I've heard, that I've read, is like, more than them being specific about we're going to do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
It will be more of that, like, kind of strategic update. Like, this is what we're trying to do with the Disneyland Forward stuff.
Yep.
This is what we're trying to do with these, these areas.
Well, and I think it's important to remember D23 is ultimately, it's a hype event for Disney.
It is.
It's a fan event for Disney. It's not necessarily where they're going to truly make announcements and stuff.
No.
It's where they're going to try to get you excited about what it is.
And they do a great job of that.
Oh, they do a fantastic job. And they do make announcements. Like, don't get me wrong. Things are announced here.
And this makes them a crap ton of money.
I wonder if it does.
It has
I really wonder if it does. I mean, it makes them, they're making money. Well, or at least they're breaking even on it. But I think it drives a lot of excitement.
It drives a lot of excitement. I mean, again, we were number 100,000 and something in the queue.
That's the thing. Yeah.
So they get all this ticketing.
That was everybody in that queue, by the way, had a D23 Gold membership.
Yeah. Which you had to pay, was it $50 for, $75
something like it wasn't
for?
that much. But it wasn't that much money in the grand scheme of things. But still, the fact that 100,000 people or more, because again, there were people behind us in the queue too, I'm sure, hopefully.
But then you also get, like, I'm sure their hotels are full that weekend.
Oh, yeah.
They do a D23 day at Disneyland.
They do.
So you've got all this additional park admission, for that.
Well, and there's no doubt when they make an announcement like, hey, they're building a new Villains Land at Disney World, people go to Disney World.
Yeah.
Right? They're more excited. Even though Villains Land isn't there yet, they're excited to go.
I do wonder, though, so you talk about, like, tampering the excitement. Because what you don't want to have happen is, hey, I'm planning on taking a trip in 27.
Sure.
None of this is going to be open until 28. So it's like, nah, we'll just postpone it.
Yeah, no, I definitely think they have to.
So you have to.
They have to, and I think that's line, right? I think that's one thing that's hurt them.
Yeah.
Honestly, this year, I think attendance is down this summer, and I think part of it is, Epic Universe is new still. I do think that's pulling some. I also think part of it is, Animal Kingdom is dug up right now. The whole dinosaur area is gone.
Yeah, I was going to say that's talking about D23 updates.
Yeah.
They'll be talking about that.
They
surely.
will. I don't think we'll get a whole lot of new information there because I think we've kind of already revealed all of that.
Right.
But I think we'll get some stuff about Villains Land. I think we'll get some stuff about Monstropolis.
Yep.
For sure. Not really sure what all, because they've already kind of announced it all, but I think we might start seeing more. Again, we've seen a little bit of the door coaster. I think we might see a little more concrete kind of stuff there.
I think you'll see more. I think you'll see. Aren't they doing like not a stage show, but some type of show in the old Muppet
Supposedly,
Theater?
yeah.
So I think you'll see more of that.
Yeah.
Going back to Disneyland, they've talked about the Avengers Campus expansion, and they've got a couple rides. And they showed us some videos of like, was it the Stark Flight or something like that?
Yeah.
I think you'll see more of that.
Do you think you'll see any international park news?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's like Disneyland Paris, at the Adventure World. They just opened World of Frozen.
Yep.
They're working on, it's basically Splash Mountain, but a Lion King version.
Splash
So
Mountain.
I think we'll learn more about that.
I think we will too.
There's talk at there's some new attractions that they've, like Marvel attractions. They've talked about redoing Tower of Terror at Hong Kong.
Right.
A new Spider-Man coaster in Shanghai.
Yep.
I think they're doing a complete overhaul of Adventureland in Tokyo.
Yep.
They're obviously redoing their Space Mountain.
Yep.
Completely.
Yep.
In Tokyo. So I think we'll hear about that. I think we'll probably also get some updates on from the Disney Cruise Line.
I think we will too.
Maybe an additional ship or something that's being added to the fleet.
I'm sure they'll new itineraries, new experiences.
Yes,
because they refresh that, which makes sense, right? I mean, you really
their boats are refurbed every I don't know how many years, but
with the ships they kind of have to, right? And the fact like the cruise line, obviously it's super easy. Well, I say super easy. I've never done logistics for cruises.
No,
but
they
it's
do it well.
much easier to say, hey, we have added new destinations and new itineraries and stuff than it is to say we changed a park.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I'm sure that we'll see that. We'll see probably some new resorts. I don't think you're going to see any new resorts at Disney World or Disneyland.
I don't think so. No.
I think there's one that they're working on for Shanghai.
Yep. That's what I've heard.
So you'll see that. I don't know that you'll see a whole lot of other stuff that we have, like we expect.
Again,
I think that kind of covers all of that.
These are all updates to stuff that we know.
None of this, when they announce it, nobody's gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
Like, no, like we knew this was coming.
There are two things that I've been reading about recently that are, it's the rumor mill.
Okay.
Right?
I like a good rumor.
One of these I'm torn over.
Okay.
And I think mostly excited.
Okay.
If it comes to fruition.
Yep.
Which is Disney World's version of Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Going down for a couple of years.
Might be getting a complete
redo.
Yeah.
Redo.
The carousel. They're going to carousel it.
Well, so if you didn't listen to that episode, go back. Because we ended up having to say, like, we talked about, okay, which attractions will we mind? So Carousel Progress, they're completely redoing it. It's still going to be the carousel though, right?
Right. But it's going to be a brand new version of it.
Brand new version.
Yeah.
What are some other attractions that we wouldn't care got that?
Yeah.
So we talked about Space Mountain.
Space Mountain would be a
literally the
target.
next day the rumor dropped.
Yep.
That they're closing it.
The day less than 24 hours after we recorded us saying that,
then
the rumor comes out.
But no, so I've read some crazy things. I don't know how crazy. So when they first talked about that, my assumption was, okay, you're going to redo the track. You may redo some of the stuff in the queue, which they did back in like 2006, I believe it was.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff that I've been reading recently is like, no longer will there be two tracks.
Sure.
There will only be one track.
Sure. With a side-by-side coaster.
Side-by-side coaster. Yeah. I've heard we may get launches similar to Guardians or one of those.
Sure.
Even one place I read, Inversion. Paris has
Space
theirs
Mountain
is outside,
right?
And it launches
it launches you up.
Which I mean, they would have to do some like external. Of course, if you're going to shut it down for 2 years,
that's fair. I don't think they're going to do that. I don't know that they would make changes to the superstructure,
right?
But I do think that adding launches, a la Paris, a la Guardians, I could see that being done,
and it would be a much more, I think, themed experience.
That's, in my opinion, that's probably what it needs more of anyway.
I agree.
It needs to be Space Mountain, not Dark Mountain, which is really all it is. It's just
I
dark.
agree. And that's the thing. Space Mountain is one of my favorite rides.
It's mine too. Gosh. I mean, I will be very, very sad to see the current version go, but I also fully recognize that the only reason it's a good ride for me at this point is because it's Space Mountain.
Yeah, and it's nostalgic.
It's nostalgic. It's incredibly rough.
Yeah. What I have enjoyed is that recently with the opening of Tron,
yes,
Space Mountain is generally, not always, but typically 30-minute or less wait.
I would agree with that.
And that is wonderful.
The app will not say that.
Yeah.
The app will tell you it's a 40 to 45-minute wait all the time. But yes, I have.
But it's like if you catch it in the mornings, you could probably just walk on.
Even in the afternoons. I've gotten on plenty of times where it's a 45-minute wait on the app, and I'll wait maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah. Here's what I don't want to have happen. I love the Star Tunnel. And I love the music of the Star Tunnel.
Yep.
And I'm fully preparing myself that that's going to be gone.
If they replace it, I bet it'll harken back to it. Like it'll.
I hope
it will. It almost certainly will. But yeah.
So, and the other thing that they've not said this, but it doesn't make me nervous, but like, don't touch the people mover.
Yeah. Which, I mean, the poor people mover between Carousel of Progress and Space Mountain.
It'll have to be down.
It will be, at least for a time.
It will for sure be down. I don't know that it will be down during the entire time that Space Mountain is down, but it almost certainly has to be down for the majority of that time.
Well, and that's the thing.
Probably over a year.
They're going to have to, it'll be down for a while they build walls around it so you can't see what they're doing.
Which I think take it down.
I agree, because otherwise, I mean, honestly, from the time you enter Space Mountain to the time you exit Space Mountain, it's a long portion of the ride anyway. Can you imagine if you're literally just riding through quiet darkness?
No. And the thing is too, like from a safety standpoint,
that's a good point.
Like even if you build, if you were to completely tunnel it in, if somebody drops something,
sure. Yeah.
Even if it's a hammer, they will not risk it going through and hitting someone.
That's a very good point. So it would not, I do agree. I do think People Mover will likely be closed for an extended period of time. I agree. Probably not the entire time.
Right.
But at least for a long time. It wouldn't surprise me for several months.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. So that's a big rumor.
Yep.
On the East Coast.
Yep.
On the West Coast, something that I've read and heard coming out recently. So there was all this talk, and they've been talking about doing Avatar.
Yeah.
Is coming to the West Coast.
Right.
And I believe it was supposed to replace Monsters, Inc.
Yep.
Some stuff that I've been hearing recently and reading about is that that's not going to happen anymore.
Okay.
They're pivoting. Okay. And are now going to bring Zootopia.
Okay.
To California Adventure.
Okay.
Which makes way more sense.
Sure.
Because so you've been to California Adventure before. When you walk in, it's like, oh, I'm at Hollywood Studios.
Sure. Yeah.
And so you know where Monsters, Inc. was at, and that.
Yes.
So like when you walk in, you go down, whatever that.
To the left. Yeah.
Yes. I can't think of the name of that street.
Nah.
And so it would be the most California Adventure thing ever, I think. You know, like you're walking down and you have PhilharMagic, and then you have Avatar, and then you turn the corner and it's like, oh, there's Guardians. And so what does make way more sense to me is to bring Zootopia in. And have you seen the stuff from Shanghai that they have, like where they've built out?
Yes.
I guess Zootopia is the name of the city, right?
Yep.
And Zootopia has been a huge hit. Like Zootopia 2 has been killing it recently.
Well, and I mean, as far as the only Zootopia stuff here in the U.S. would be the Zootopia Better Together show at Animal Kingdom.
Right.
That's it.
That's
right?
it.
I mean, other than character meet and greets, I guess.
Right.
Which that doesn't count. Character meet and greets, to me, that's not especially for a franchise as big as Zootopia.
Right. So I think it does make more sense. You know, when you start thinking about, okay, you go into California Adventure, you turn, it's a city street.
Right.
And now there's Zootopia at the end.
Yeah.
And it makes sense to me that would probably blend better into Avengers Campus and Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout.
Yeah.
So again, that's a huge rumor. I don't know that any of that's true.
Well, and there are a lot of rumors, right, that are hard to say if they're true. In fact, one that I will be very upset if it happens, there is a rumor that Luminous might be retired.
You know, I've heard that.
I've seen it a couple times.
One
literally,
of the things,
like within the last day or two.
Yeah, same. One of the things I've seen is that either Magic Kingdom or Epcot is getting a new show.
Yeah, and you know, honestly, and I know there are a lot of people that have a lot of opinions on Luminous. I personally love it. I know there are a lot of people out there that do not, for whatever reason. Yeah. They're wrong.
Well,
I I don't know if I were going to pick which one of those do I think they would actually change. And this might be a hot take. I think Magic Kingdom would get a new show.
That makes the most sense. Here's my caution. They did that before.
They did.
And everyone was like, "Hey, this sucks."
Right. Give us back the old show.
Give us back the
and
old
honestly,
show.
I liked, what was it? What was that was
Happily Ever After?
No, Happily Ever After.
That's what we're
it is
doing now.
Yeah.
Enchanted.
Was that it? Enchanted? Enchantment?
It was something with the word
It was
enchant.
one of those. I thought it was a good show.
It was okay.
Yeah.
The musical score for me for Happily Ever After, particularly the ending,
is incredible.
it's so good.
It's so good. And supposedly, Luminous may be replaced by Illuminations.
Oh,
Which
like going back
very similar to what they did with Happily Ever After. They brought back a crowd
Do you
favorite.
think it's because people hate the barges?
I don't know. I mean, to me, the barges, they're not there during the day.
Right.
They show up in the afternoon. I think
Is it too much work? Is there too much?
I could see that being an argument that the cost of the show, because they have to put everything out there every day, is too much. But in my opinion, and I think about this every time I go, because I know eventually the show will stop.
It will.
It will.
Buy the soundtrack now.
Right. It always gets a great crowd response, though.
Yeah, it's a good show.
It's a great show.
We don't. It's not one that we watch every time. But when I think the first time that I actually saw it was with you guys.
Yeah.
And that one scene, Remember Me, When She Loved Me.
Yes.
Holy moly, man.
Yeah.
You want to talk about
pulling?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like with the heartstrings, man. Like that was it. And all of a sudden I found myself, with the tears rolling down my cheeks. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
What's happening right now?
Dude, and I think that's why some people don't like it, honestly. I think it's not happy. It is happy, but it's not all happy. Happily Ever After is pretty much happy from the moment it starts to the moment it ends. It's got some nostalgia. It's got
you get that moment in the middle that's like,
but it's not nearly as
I agree.
dark.
Yeah. I do love the and I guess Luminous is still this way. Like the thing I enjoyed about, I think it was Illuminations, was you had that whole message of like, hey, we're all different, but we're all one. I can't remember if that's Illuminations or Reflections of Earth, or was it Illuminations, Reflections of Earth?
I think it's Illuminations, Reflections of Earth. I think
it's
all
thinking a Tapestry of Dreams.
Okay, yeah,
but regardless,
but that message is definitely there,
message
and that's
there.
I don't. So Luminous has been running now for 3 years. That would be a very short run, for a show.
Which again, that Magic Kingdom run was in that same.
It was, but
how long did Harmonious run?
Harmonious didn't run it for long, but I'm not sure Harmonious was ever intended to run that long.
Well, you had that weird like Epcot Forever.
You did. You had and then you did have that one. And Harmonious was the one people really didn't like because it had the water tacos.
Yeah. I wonder, is there a way that they could do a show similar to World of Color, where you just have like you have fountains out there, or like lights and all that kind of stuff, and it's just there.
Yeah, just installed in the lagoon.
It's just installed in the lagoon.
Yeah.
And you don't have to bring out a barge every night or do any of that kind of stuff.
There probably is, but then they'd have to install it in the lagoon.
Yeah. I mean, which would it not be freaking awesome?
Oh, it would
if they drain that, like the World Showcase Lagoon, just for the install and we could see it?
Yes.
I don't want it to be that.
Except that it would be that way for like the better part of a year, probably.
Yeah, well,
which is arguably the reason why they won't do it.
I'm sure. I mean, how do you hide that?
Right.
You can't. You can't put construction walls. I guess you can. But you're talking about a mile of construction walls.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
And also, I mean, you are taking out other than Spaceship Earth itself, the most central focal part of that park.
Yeah.
I just don't see them doing that.
Yeah.
This one would surprise me. I would almost say I think you are more likely, rather than seeing them change the show at either Epcot or Magic Kingdom, for them to announce a show at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, well, Animal Kingdom needs something.
It needs something, and with the opening of Tropical Americas, I could see that being the, launch point for let's put another nighttime show
whatever
there.
They do there, though. And granted, I only saw Rivers of Light one time.
I never saw it.
It was weird.
Was it?
It was weird, and I was at a weird angle.
Sure. Okay. Yep.
And you can't really do fireworks there.
Yeah.
Because you don't want the animals freaking out every night, right?
That's true.
But it was just strange.
Yeah.
And it was just really hard for me to connect to it.
Yeah.
That's how I would say it.
Yeah.
So I would love for them to do it. Whatever Disney can do to keep Animal Kingdom open later.
Yeah.
And keep people there. I'm for.
Same.
I'm for it. I think it is one of the, if not, I don't know if it's the most beautiful park at night, but it's got to be.
It's
certainly got to be up there, especially with Pandora.
Yeah.
I saw recently. I don't see a lot of this, but the Disney wedding stuff, and they had this setup where somebody was getting married in Pandora, and it looked beautiful in there, because it's just your wedding party, right? And they have the chair set up, but they were getting married under the big floating rocks, floating mountains,
that's true.
And it was
the Sky Islands.
It was beautiful.
Sure.
And so, anyways, whatever they can do to keep the park open later at night, I am for it.
And again, I think that with the Tropical Americas area opening, I think Animal Kingdom is kind of ripe for it. It needs more. That's the park that needs. And I love Animal Kingdom. We have a whole episode about it.
Yeah,
we've talked about it repeatedly. But I think Animal Kingdom is the park that needs
something,
some love.
Yeah. I mean, from an attraction standpoint, you've got some of the better attractions in Disney World, but there's 2 of them. 3, maybe, if you count the safaris. That's
right.
So it needs something.
It needs something. And granted, it's going to get I was about to say Davy Jones, but Indiana Jones, the Indiana Jones ride.
Yeah. And that will bring a lot of people.
It will. The whole new area, I think, will bring people.
So
over
will the Encanto section.
Like I think all of that will bring people.
Yeah.
But yeah,
is it Encanto or Encanto?
Encanto.
I should know this.
Encanto. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because in Encantar.
Yeah.
It comes from that, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that mean? To listen?
No. No, I think Encanto means enchanted.
You would think, right?
Yeah.
I really thought like Encantar, it was like singing.
Not like
Kantar is to sing.
It's not like
Kantar, Kantar, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like magical enchantment. I don't think so much. Well, maybe it is.
Well,
in that reference. I was thinking it's more
all
like
magical.
Yeah, like, I'm enchanted by you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like you meet someone and you have a pleasant experience. Like enchanting.
Yeah.
Enchanté.
That said, I wasn't thinking about the fact that this is a Disney movie when I said that. So it probably
you literally said there was no magic.
The magical enchanted.
Well, I can tell you that I could not pass high school Spanish anymore.
Well, that's all right.
There was actually never a question over it, to be honest with you. Let's see here. You want to talk about international parks for a bit? I know we talked about Paris and Adventure World. Did we talk about all of them? Maybe we already did, really, kind of with, again, Tokyo's getting overhaul.
Yeah.
I do wonder if the work that Disney is doing for Tokyo Disney for their Space Mountain, if that's what's driving some of the Disney World
absolutely could be
version.
Or could be driving some of that rumor as well.
It could be. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, hey, they're redoing this whole one. Here's the time.
Yeah. Well, it just makes sense, but it doesn't make sense.
I agree.
Because you're going to have 3 new-ish attractions.
Yeah.
All in the same area.
Well, and right now with Carousel of Progress being closed, not that it is a major capacity ride, but would you really want to take Space Mountain out as well right now? Unless they simply say, hey, for the People Mover, we're going to have to... I don't think they would have to close it for Carousel of Progress.
No, not for Carousel.
You wouldn't think so. But if for some reason they realize, hey, we're going to have to close it for that, let's go ahead and do it all right now so that we don't have to close it, reopen it, close it. Kind of like they did the train.
And I will say, like, maybe this is their way of, hey, we know everybody's going to be at Piston Peak and Villains Land on that side of the park.
Oh, that's true.
So let's put something on the opposite side of the park to pull some of that crowd.
Yep.
I don't know, but so we've already talked about Shanghai Disney may be getting a new. I mean, obviously the Spider-Man coaster.
Yep. I don't think Hong Kong really has any.
Other than the Tower of Terror redo.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which we talked about a little bit. It's going to be Marvel themed, I believe, but it's more of your like Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Thor, not like California Adventure,
right?
Which has Guardians.
Yes, Mission Breakout.
Which I mean, again, I'm kind of excited for. I really like Tower of Terror.
Sure.
I enjoy the version at Hollywood Studios. I enjoy
that one. I hope they never touch.
I agree. Yeah. Especially just thematically, it makes sense. Don't touch it. Leave it exactly how it is.
I agree.
Unless you're going to retheme Rock and Roller Coaster and like make Avengers Campus back there, which to be clear, I'm not for.
No.
But I'm just saying like.
And I don't think will happen because of the weird contract stuff with how Marvel characters work in the state of Florida. That's a whole.
Which, okay, if you want to talk about the one thing that I would love to see.
Yep.
Because isn't there not like Universal, they were spinning off the theme parks yes, the
Comcast? NBC Comcast, Universal, whatever, was going to potentially spin off their theme park stuff into its own separate company,
and could be potentially bought by another company. One of the things I would love to see is for Disney to buy those rights where they can have those Marvel characters on the East Coast. I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it'll happen either.
I don't think it will. But I'm just saying,
but it'd be crazy if it did.
I would love to see it.
Yep.
I saw a video not too long ago where have you ever been to Islands of Adventure?
No.
Okay, me neither.
Yep.
But they have a whole Marvel area there, like the Hulk coaster. That's one of the biggest ones.
Yep.
Well, everything is like it's frozen in time.
Well, sure.
To like 90s comics.
Yes, because that's what it was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so they can't really ever update it. So at some point, you got to think Universal is going to be like, hey, maybe we're not going to give you the rights.
Yeah.
But we have to redo this.
Right.
We can't just keep it. It's like a time capsule right now.
Well, it's like how like Major League Baseball works, right? Where like I'm just going to keep a guy stuck in the minors because I don't want him to go play for you.
Right.
That's basically what they're doing, right?
That's exactly what they're doing.
I'm not going to let you have Marvel because I know how much it's worth to you.
Right.
But it's just wasted here. Yeah. No, I agree with that.
No, what would be wild, and I'm sure would never pass, is if Disney actually tried to buy.
Could you imagine?
No. This is what I could see. Like I could see this being a moment. We talked about this, I think, in one of like our CEO stuff, when you had like when Disney bought Touchstone.
Oh yeah,
because they wanted to make like PG-13 movies.
Yep.
Like Universal could be the like PG-13 park.
Okay, sure.
And Disney could be the like PGG park.
Okay.
Yeah. Again. It's not going to happen.
No.
It would make way more sense. Like if they were all in different cities.
Right.
That would make sense.
Yes.
But you're talking.
Right. Do you really need 7 theme parks?
No.
In the same city?
No, you don't.
I mean, granted, there are 7 theme parks in the city and more than that in Orlando.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There are.
All of which are successful. So if Disney were to somehow buy the Universal parks.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they couldn't make it work.
I think it's more likely that Apple buys Disney than Disney buys.
That's fair.
Universal theme parks, really.
Yes,
or another company buys this, which I hope doesn't happen.
No, it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, all that to say, like if I could have, if I'm dreaming up of something,
sure.
Give me the Marvel characters inside Disney World. The other thing that we haven't really talked about, and I don't know that this has any connection.
Yeah.
But they're calling the Disney Experiences thing Horizons.
Okay.
Which was the name of an old attraction in Epcot.
Yes.
And Mission Space sucks.
Yeah. That would be before they change the nighttime show. That's what I would change.
I would 100%.
Yeah.
Tear it down.
Yeah.
I'm not saying bring back Horizons.
No, but
you could bring back Horizons, but with newer, like updated technology and that kind of stuff.
Yes, do a new version of it.
Yeah.
I would be fine with that. I think most people, I think there are very, very few people that would truly have an issue with that.
Yeah.
For that matter, even Space 220, which I have enjoyed a couple of meals at and had truly god awful meals at too.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Mow it down. Space 110 quick service.
Oh, there it is. There
Honestly,
it is.
it would be a really cool quick service.
It
really,
would be an awesome quick service.
Yeah, it would be.
No,
You
I
walk
love
up
that
the
idea.
stairs to space.
Yeah.
You just climb 110 stairs.
Yes.
Well, I mean, Mission Space has run its course.
It has. It is a very cool effect. It is a very awesome concept. The actual ride itself, it is worth riding once.
Well, and just the rewritability.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. It's worth riding once,
especially with like Smuggler's Run,
which is the way better version.
It's a way better version and less chance of dying.
Oh, quite literally.
Literally.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't joke about that.
No, but I mean, it's the truth.
It's the truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have no clue. I don't think that they're. I don't imagine.
No.
But again, if we're just talking about like, hey, what would you like to see?
Yeah. Another thing we didn't talk about at all, and I'll be curious to see if we get any updates on it, would be Abu Dhabi.
We didn't talk about. We were even talking about international parks.
We were.
We have to have
if we,
an update.
If we don't get any updates, and I don't mean updates like, oh yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah.
Like some actual serious updates. I'm a little concerned at this point. Is it happening or not?
Yeah.
Now, granted, we all know what's going on right now in the Middle East.
Right.
There is a war going on.
Yeah.
It honestly now may not. Right now, they may not know whether this is going to happen or not.
Yeah,
You know, there's a lot that's kind of got to settle down.
And there could even be like administration things where they're like, hey, no, you're not going to do that.
Sure, absolutely.
I don't know.
I don't either. I don't know how that works.
No clue.
I know that it is probably a lot more complicated to open a park in Abu Dhabi than it would be, say, in Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so
agree.
But that is one. I'll be curious to see if we get updates on that. I don't know that we got a whole lot of talk about that last year.
We did. No.
I
mean, they made this big announcement. They created a webpage.
Yeah.
They told you, hey, this is what we're going to do, and have said nothing about it.
Right. And they did that. Well, I guess because we talked about it. That was an early episode. It was a very early episode.
I mean, it's been a year.
Yeah.
A year ago.
A little over a year.
And it just, which like, on the one hand, I think it'd be awesome if they built an Abu Dhabi Disneyland.
Sure.
I think it would probably be, we talked about building we're going through that series, building our perfect Disney park. And you mentioned like, hey, you kept being pulled to Shanghai because it's brand new.
Yes. And it's incredible.
I think what they would do at Abu Dhabi would very much so top.
I agree.
Anything they've done at any park.
I would agree with that. I think it would.
On the other hand, like, man, it's going to be real hard to get there.
Especially right now.
Yeah.
Especially right now. And right now, that's going to be the case for anyone. And so I do think that is maybe one thing that's kind of, maybe they have put that on pause, put it on the back burner. I would still expect it to be addressed, though.
I hope.
It didn't need to be addressed, I guess, last year because the announcement had been made so recently. This year, I would expect some sort of update.
Pivoting some back to Epcot, there are previous things that they announced.
Yep.
That I don't know that if they were just like, no, we're not doing that.
Sure.
Or if they're just like, hey, COVID happened.
Yeah.
And we can't. Like, we don't have the money.
Right.
We can't.
We don't have the manpower.
We can't do this.
We don't have whatever. That's,
But the redo of Spaceship Earth, I'd love if they brought that up.
I would too.
I'd love the Play Pavilion. I don't even care if they do Play Pavilion, but just do something in the Wonders of Life Pavilion. I don't care what it is.
Do something.
Do something with it. I'm tired of looking at it.
Put the pin traders there.
Fine with it.
I mean,
I don't
do
care.
Something.
Do something. Like, it's too cool of a building.
Yeah. To just
do
sit there.
Nothing.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
Even if it was just a festival, which they built already in Communicore, right? But like,
yeah, but I mean,
if you wanted to do that bigger, do that.
Yep.
Was it a Mary Poppins ride that they were going to give us in the UK? I think that was part of like Cherry Tree Lane.
Yeah.
It was it may have even been like an indoor.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Carousel. I just like
cool.
things like that they've announced.
Yes. that have never really happened.
Never happened.
Yep.
And which they said, like, it's just, we can't do it.
Right.
Maybe you can do it now.
Sure.
You're clearly making money.
Sure.
So,
I mean, they've announced it, that they're making more money now than ever.
Yeah.
Right? Off the parks.
off the parks. Yeah.
Um,
So, there's some of those things
Yep.
that were previously announced that they weren't able to do.
Yep.
I wish they would, hey, we're going to bring that back. We're going to do it.
Do you have any wild prognostications?
No, my wild one was probably the whole like Horizons thing.
Okay.
Thinking through that.
Yep.
I don't really have anything that I'm expecting. Well, if depending on what they talk about, if they talk about Space Mountain,
Sure.
and Magic Kingdom, like
That's
to me,
fair.
that's wild.
It is.
You're taking the OG
It is.
Space Mountain and
Yep.
saying, nah.
Right. For me, I think my most ambitious thing, new festival at Epcot.
Oh, like a summer festival?
A summer festival at Epcot.
Wait, Summerfest?
Sure.
No.
It's hot.
It's hot.
Just call it It's Hot.
I was about to say that's no one's going to come to Summerfest.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think people would. I would argue for it that there's no doubt this year the summer crowds at Disney have
they're
been
down.
way down.
Way down. Yeah.
Way down. Pretty much everything shows that.
But
Definitely anecdotal evidence shows that.
do you think it's because either there's not enough going on, or do you think it's because so many people have been like, hey,
Might
Disney
be.
is always crowded in the summer. Don't
I
go.
Think I think there's a lot of reasons, to be
Also,
honest.
the world is like on fire,
Well,
literally.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think that. I mean, I think a lot of it. I think you've got competition reasons. You've got Epic Universe is open. I don't know how busy all of that has been. To be honest, I don't keep up
Here's
with
the
Universal
thing.
nearly
I've
as
talked
much.
with a couple of Universal pass holders who have gone. They've gone to Epic. Actually, I don't even know if you can go to Epic as a Universal pass holder. So it doesn't. That part of it
You
doesn't
can't.
really matter.
You cannot yet.
And they have both told me it sucks.
Sure.
And it's not that the attractions are good,
Right.
But they're like, there's so many people.
Yep.
There's not enough space. There was not enough food.
I've
There's
heard
just-
that too. That like just the experience altogether is not great. Not
Yeah.
necessarily
Yep.
that the rides or the park itself
Right.
is bad, other than the fact that it's just a mess right
Yep.
now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've heard. And so, if people are skipping Disney to do Epic, I don't know that if that trend will continue.
I agree.
with that kind of news.
I think the other thing that that is holding people back from going to Disney right now is the fact that you've got Piston Peak is still under construction.
Yeah.
Villains Land has been announced, but is years away.
That's true. Like
Tropical Americas.
people
Like,
might be waiting for it.
Monstropolis.
Like
Yeah,
there's no point in
Monstropolis.
going now if you can wait like a
Right.
year or two and
let's
go see better
wait
stuff.
and
Yeah.
then go.
Well, and especially for the family that goes every couple years.
Yeah.
Why go this year?
Right. Let's
Just
let's
wait.
save and go next year. So I think you've got that. No doubt there's an economic reason to it right now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not, we're not a political or economic podcast, but
No.
the reality is that that's always weighing on people. And
What I mean, yeah. Inflation is high, which trickles down to
Yeah.
all
Everything.
of us.
and it's economic
Yeah.
sentiment,
It is.
If you don't feel confident, in your position, going to Disney World is not going to be the right decision for you. And
No.
that's okay.
No. Right.
And part of that is Disney's freaking expensive.
It is.
It has gotten wildly expensive.
And they're doing plenty of discounts,
They are.
but it's still expensive.
And there's not discounts on park passes, which have gotten wildly expensive.
No, and they continue to raise their food prices.
Yeah.
And even if it's by like 75 cents, like
Still,
it
stacks
adds
up.
up. Yeah.
So, I think all of that might be contributing why people aren't coming this summer. And then for sure, there's no doubt, it is hot.
It's hot.
It is hot.
So are you thinking they should do like a water fest?
I think
Umbrella Fest.
I think they should consider, and so here's the reason why I don't think this is actually going to happen.
Yeah.
I have read that the actual reason why Epcot will not do a summer festival is because too many of those booths either don't have air conditioning or do
yeah.
not have adequate air
so they would
conditioning for the
cook their
summer.
own employees.
Yes.
Yeah.
That it creates an unsafe working environment, especially when you have a full kitchen going in there.
That checks out.
It does check out. That said, I think they could install like mini splits on them.
Oh,
on them
yeah.
if they really wanted to and cool them down. I think. I don't know. I'm not an HVAC
You
guy.
could.
I think you could.
I'm certain.
I think if they really wanted to, they could. I think that it would drive a lot of people to come back during the summer, especially locals. The other thing is, I think you could do a summer festival that only happens from 6 o'clock to close.
Yeah.
Instead of from 11 o'clock to close.
Hot
11
summer
a.m.
nights.
to close. Ooh, there it is. We'll call it
There
hot
it
summer
is,
nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
Perfect.
wonder if there's there's enough people, especially if you go on the weekends, there's plenty of drunk people there.
Sure.
And people drinking at 98 degrees is not a good combination.
No. Well, and part of it is, granted, you see drunk people at, it is not as bad as some people say. There
It's
are drunk
not.
people at Epcot.
Yeah.
There are not nothing but drunk people at Epcot. There are plenty of sober
Agreed.
people there too.
Agreed.
That said, when there's a festival going on, you get the nice little, of course, we talked about this before.
You
You
do.
get the nice little cups of whatever
Yeah.
you want to try. When there's not a festival going on, it's 12 ounces
You get the big pours.
every single
I'm about
time.
to say,
Every
I've
time.
definitely seen like more drunk people at just a random festival in Knoxville downtown.
Oh,
than I've
yeah.
seen
In any given football
at
game.
Epcot.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
I mean, yeah.
I completely agree.
I've never really thought about that, but no,
Yeah.
like as much drinking as there is going on,
Yeah.
But
never
I
really
just,
that bad.
the
No.
last thing that Disney wants is a bunch of people walking around their park, passing out and throwing up.
Yeah.
Like that's from a
Yep.
safety standpoint.
Okay.
Yep.
Quick question. So your big swing prediction, is this only supposed to be park related, or is it just the D23?
You can swing
Disney?
No,
away.
let's go. I mean, because D23 technically covers all the
That's what
movies
I
and
thought. I
stuff
just
as
wanted
well.
to make sure
Yeah.
because this is less of on my part, less of a prediction and more of like I would like to see
more
Okay.
Star Wars movies.
more. No, we can let that sleep for a little.
I do have a somewhat of a rumor for Star Wars, but go ahead.
Okay, well, I was gonna say I would like an actual traditional animated movie.
Oh,
Okay.
I think that is a
Like a
big
2D,
ask, but I
like-
don't think that that's like an impossibility.
Okay, hear me out. An actual traditional by hand animated cell animation Moana based on the live action Moana
Oh,
based
geez.
on the CG Moana. I think it's time. I think we're overdue for this. If
So-
anything.
Yes, full circle.
I can't remember if we talked about this on the podcast, but there's some animation thing that I watched talking about the history of Disney animation, and I'll make this really short.
Okay.
But there's like a golden age of animation
Sure,
for Disney,
right.
and then there's like these movies suck, and
Right.
then there's like a renaissance, and there's
Disney
like
Renaissance, yep.
these movies sucks.
Yep.
Okay, so the point that this person was making is that Disney has been in a slump recently.
Yeah.
And what always brings them out of a slump is a 2D animated
That's
princess movie.
They're so good.
And so
Bring back
because
the art, man.
the point that they make is that, like, yes, they are very good at that. And what happens is Disney starts to explore
Sure.
and look at these things that are way out there, and general audiences go, no, we don't want that.
Okay.
So then they come back to we're going to do just a regular animated.
But
I mean,
see,
they're using
okay,
computers for
I'm
this
kind of
stuff,
afraid though
but,
that the basics for Disney now though is still just 3D movie. It's just 3D princess movies
Hold
like
on.
Frozen or Tangled.
We
Yeah.
can explore a little farther. Moana, but in a Japanese style, we call it Moanime.
Anime.
Right?
Yes.
Did they not? What was the Disney movie that they made in, like, was it Ghibli or something like that?
Disney was the distributor for
That's right.
Spirited Away.
Yes.
That's
yes,
what
they
it
were.
was.
They didn't
They didn't do
technically
anything
do
with
it,
it?
but,
Okay, they
but they were the
distributed it.
distributor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
It's a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
So
I'd
I
be
guess,
okay with the Studio Ghibli
yeah.
Disney movie.
Well, that
Like, work together.
Yeah, that would be
I think
magical.
that'd be incredible.
they could.
Yeah. That'd be pretty sick.
All that said, like, we are probably primed for that.
yeah.
I
There you go.
imagine.
Bring it back. Bring
Yeah.
back the magic.
So I'm bummed out that we won't be going to D23.
Me too. I worked really hard. I sat in that queue all day, even though I knew
Yeah.
that with tens of thousands of people ahead of me in line, there would be no tickets left.
I also knew that there would be plenty of things that I'd want to go see,
Absolutely.
but the thought of standing in a line for 4 hours to see a panel
To hope to see a panel.
is not appealing to me at all.
No, I agree.
But anyways, I'm excited about it. Here's the thing. I think I have something that can cheer us up.
Okay.
It's self-float sync.
Man, we need like some theme music for Self-Load Sync.
Aaron,
Oh,
can you make this
yeah.
happen?
I'll pretend like this has magically happened, and here's the theme song. For
There we go. Hopefully there's a theme song playing right
There
now.
should be.
Sink, float, sail, self.
I can't get it. It's Self-Load Sync.
Self-float
Self-float
sync.
sync.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sail, float, sink, let's go!
I think we said that right.
Yeah,
Here's
I think so too.
okay, so here's the basic rules of the game. And in case you haven't listened, you can go back and listen to.
We've done it a handful of times.
Yeah,
at
we've
least.
done it. We've done it several times at
Yeah.
this point. Basically, so we'll throw out three things.
Yep.
There's generally one topic. We'll throw out three things, three ideas, and we'll tell you basically which is our favorite, like 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
So whichever one is our favorite, that's the one that sells. Whichever one that we're like, it floats, and the one that we're like, nah, I don't care, sink. So we've been talking about D23. So our topic for today is kind of like some Disney. I'm going to call it Disney events.
Sure.
I don't really know what else to call it.
Sure, that's fair.
Okay, so here are the three.
Okay.
So here are your three options. So attend D23.
Okay.
Attend the opening of a new Disney park.
Ooh,
So
okay.
not necessarily just like a ride,
Yeah,
but
okay.
an actual
Like
park.
opening Abu Dhabi, they cut the ribbon and you walk in.
You're there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the third one is a maiden voyage for a cruise ship.
Okay.
So we talked a little bit about
Okay.
like, in our predictions, there could be some new ships. There might even be a new ship class that comes out,
Right. Okay. So basically, do you want to be there for all the announcements,
Yeah.
or do you want to be there for the first day of a park,
First day of a park.
or the first day of a ship?
Yep. For the maiden voyage of a ship, which this is tough for me because it just depends.
Yeah.
Like I have like a rarity scale.
Right. And I think that's what's throwing me off here, because the rarity of D23 is once a year.
Yeah.
Once every other
Every
year,
other
if you want to
year.
be really, I mean, but like Destination D23
Yeah.
and D23 are pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, to me, I would honestly rather probably go to Destination D23 just because it's a Disney
closer.
World.
Yeah. It's closer and
That's way easier.
way easier to do.
There's not a time change for us.
Right.
We stay in Eastern time the whole time. That's the
Agreed.
worst part about going to California.
Oh, I agree. So, and that's why, like, if I'm thinking of rarity,
Yeah.
my mind, like, I sell new park,
I agree.
I float maiden voyage,
Yeah.
and I sink D23.
I agree.
When I think about the craziness
Yeah.
of trying to attend these,
Well, at least supposedly. I mean, granted, the opening of Euro Disney was
well, everyone was angry.
disappointingly tame.
Yeah. Everyone was pretty angry about that.
Super easy.
But most of them,
Yeah.
I mean, like I think about that time when we went in May.
Sure.
So we
yes.
we did our trip.
For May
and we
4th.
did May 4th.
Yes.
And all of those people standing in Galaxy's Edge. There
Yeah.
is no part of me that wants to stand
No.
in that mess.
No, we literally walked in, saw them, and proceeded to try to find our way
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
And so like if that's the case, yeah, okay, I'll think this through. I don't know
Yeah.
if I don't want to like give this away and you guys but no, I agree.
This one's tough though, because my initial thought, I'm torn, right?
Yes.
Because I agree. I think oh man, which one do I sink? I think I sink. Man, I'm with you. Like, I don't know. I think in terms of like, I could go to D23 on a regular basis.
You could.
If I really wanted to.
If you could get tickets.
If I could get the tickets, but assuming I could,
Yeah.
and even if I can't, like there will be other D23s in the future. There will be other cruise ship maiden voyages in the future, but not as many.
I agree. And that's why, again, rarity,
Yeah,
that's why my order was that. But like
Yeah.
when I think about crowds and people,
right.
honestly, I sell the maiden voyage because there's a cap.
That's true. But in terms of my actual interest level, that's the one I'm least interested in.
I agree.
Like to me, the fact that you were on the maiden voyage of the ship versus you just sailed on the ship within the first year or two, I really don't care.
yeah.
But I think it'd be really cool. Like, yeah, I was one of the first ones into the
Yeah,
park.
and
Even if I was like one of the first 100,000 into the park. You know what I mean?
But you were there for opening day.
Yeah.
You could say that
Which
you
would
were
be
there for
tens of
opening day.
thousands, not 100,000 in a park, unless the park is
Well-
incredibly massive.
So you want to sink the ship.
I think I'm going to sink the ship. We didn't think this through.
Actually,
Oh,
we
it
did.
made perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, I think I'm going to sink the ship.
Okay.
I'm going to float D23
And then sell.
and I'm going to sail a theme park.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Even with the crowd. I think I would put up with
Even-
the crowd for the day.
I was gonna say that's the part that I'm torn on.
Yeah.
Is because the crowds would be crazy.
Yeah. Okay. What about because D23 does happen all the time. Let's change it a little bit.
Okay.
Opening day to park.
Okay.
first maiden voyage of a cruise ship.
Yeah, which I think they call first wave or something.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
But
First night at a brand new Disney resort.
first night at a brand new Disney resort, like the opening day.
Yeah.
Well, that one's
but a nice one.
I think
Yeah.
I think I would sink the ship because, like you said, you can ride that, and it's a cruise. Cruises are cool, but I'm not that crazy. I would actually probably float the park or a resort, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it would be cool to be the first one there, but it also, and maybe this is because I've never done it, but D23, that's going to be a unique experience every year.
That's a good point.
It is going to be a different experience.
There's probably going to be swag. There's probably not.
Oh, there's plenty of merchandise.
Yeah. There's not swag, but there's merch.
Yeah.
But you could also, there's very good chance you can like meet people at D23 as well.
And
that's a really good point.
Yes. And I think for me, a lot of it depends on who could. And I don't even know if that meet, but even see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think it would be awesome. We talked about the Alan Menken concert.
Sure.
That'd be incredible. You know what I mean? Because I grew up listening to that music, and it's been such a big part of my childhood and my life.
Yeah.
That would be really, really stinking cool.
Yep.
And plenty of the people that you've seen in the movie, or Joe Rohde. I would love to go sit and I'd sit and listen to Joe Rohde
that'd be incredible.
lecture for hours.
That'd be incredible. Bob Chapek.
Bob, I would listen. Hey, he will not ever be invited, but if they ever invited him back, I would pay just to sit in that
100% agree. Just
one
to,
session.
Yeah.
You know, that would be worth the price of admission.
It'd
for
be
me.
so uncomfortable. I'd be all about it.
Yeah,
that's my ideal scenario. I love the chaos. I relish the absolute chaos.
Okay, so here's the panel. You've got Michael Eisner, Bob Iger, and Bob Chapek all in the room together.
100% I'm in on this.
And here's what they're doing. They are we're doing a what do you call it? Like a critical overview.
Yes.
Of their tenure as a CEO.
Yes. I want them to each self-reflect on their own time. I love this idea.
That would be wild.
I don't know that there's a limit on how much I would pay.
But then...
on each other.
Yes.
Ooh.
Because, they all worked for Michael.
I'm not even kidding.
Right?
A $10,000 ticket, I will find a way. I would go to that.
Listen, this is pay-per-view worthy.
Wait. Can we also make sure? But they're also connected to a lie detector, and they're hopped up on truth serum.
I don't even need that. I just want
this, man.
Maybe 3 shots. No. This is for them.
They need 3 shots.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Well,
3 shots every question.
I was going to say, what kind of shots are we talking about?
It doesn't matter. I love this idea.
That would be great. Actually, that would.
All right, that's what I actually hope they announce at D23.
So that's what I sell. And then everything else I sink.
Yeah, literally everything. I'm sinking all the parks, all the ships, all the. This is all I want now. Is this panel?
I do think that it would never happen.
Oh no! Oh my God! No.
Right, okay. Back on track.
Yeah.
No, at this point, I think the only one of them that will show up again is Iger. I don't think Eisner is coming to any more of these.
No.
Not that he ever did. They happened. They started after him. There's no way in hell Chapek is coming.
No way. There's no way.
You're much closer to Eisner to come back to one of these.
Yeah. Who somehow weirdly fell out of the graces of.
But it's like coming back in.
Slowly.
Yeah. I think everybody's starting to really appreciate everything that Eisner really did. Yeah.
Well, okay, so circling back, because Eisner was a big part of Disney Resorts.
Sure.
And you talked about, being at the first. I think for me, my final thing is, which one do we replaced resort with D23? Or we replaced D23 with resort?
But she made a good point, though, that D23 is a unique experience every year.
Well, so are we going to self-float sync this every year?
Yeah, I think we have to. Every single year.
Okay, so for this year, let's look at this D23. This year's D23. And I, because I'm not going, I think I still sell with opening day at a park. Because that's something that happens once every 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Right. I would probably float D23, and I'd probably sink the maiden voyage.
Sink the boat.
Sink the boat.
We're gonna sink the boat.
Down with the ship. Although I flip back and forth between D23. I think the like maiden voyage, first wave, whatever they call it, of a Disney cruise would be a much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
That's fair. If you're looking for just the most relaxing, the pleasant experience, that probably is your best bet.
Because again, it's capped.
There's only so many going to be a little bit chaos. You might as well just give up on doing anything at the opening day of a park.
Yeah, more than likely. And I do agree. I think the probably actual right order to do that is the cruise ship. You sail the cruise ship.
Yeah.
But for us specifically, I think we are like, I'm not interested in the comfort. I want the experience of,
and that's, you know what I mean? So the park, it's like FOMO, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Like you just, even if I just go in and get some popcorn and watch people act a fool.
Sure.
I was still there.
Yep.
Opening day.
Yep.
Right. D23, there's some panels and stuff that I'm really, really interested in.
Absolutely.
I don't know that I'm as committed to wait half a day.
No, but it'd be pretty cool to be there. It'd be pretty cool to be there, like, for the announcements.
Yes.
Counterpoint to all this.
Yeah.
You remember May the 4th?
I do.
Yeah.
Now imagine that on steroids.
Oh, yeah. Times 10.
No, we couldn't do anything in Star Wars.
Here's what drastically changes for me. If at some point they're like, hey, you guys do a podcast? You can have a press pass.
Oh, yeah, that changes everything.
But
we would also be going to D23 under that pretense as well, I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And like that, if I don't have to stand in line and there's a little section, I don't even have to be in the front. I don't even care about that. There's a little section.
So that's why we need all of you to tell your friends.
Oh, and to have them tell their friends and then tell their friends. And then this is about multiplication here.
Yeah.
We'll shout you out from the opening day.
Yeah. Well, it's only going to happen because 6 degrees of separation. We know all of our listeners by 6 degrees, right?
We do.
So really, you only need to tell your friend, and they need to tell their friend, and they need to tell their friend, and then we're probably back to the beginning.
I mean, if there's anything to learn here, it's a small world after all. Yeah, small world after all.
There it is.
It's late. It's past my bedtime. I agree with your order. I think that's the correct one. So, all right, fellow hoppers, it is your turn. What are you guys excited about or hoping to get out of D23?
Or dreading.
Like
if they announced Luminous is gone.
I
will book a trip. I will be there.
It depends on what they're replacing it with.
No, it doesn't.
It does a little bit. And that score is so good. As soon as you told me that, like, what you're hearing as you walk into Epcot,
right,
is what plays at, like, you can't change it that much. You got to keep that.
Yeah. Plot twist. It's going to be a heavy metal version called Doominous.
Ooh, okay. I would entertain it.
Is this like the villain version or something?
No, it's just heavy metal. It's still very happy.
What if some nights of the week they do one show, but other nights of the week they do another show?
And you just don't know which one?
I'm fine if they schedule it.
Okay. Doominous or Luminous.
Yes.
Just depends on what kind of mood they're in that day.
It's now called the Luminous.
It's been a rough day. Let's throw on Doominous.
I like it.
We digressed again. Anyways, okay, so what are you guys excited for? Is there something that you're dreading? Is there, I don't know, something in there? Are you going? And if you go, tell us about your experience.
Absolutely.
We want to hear about it. So we will for sure be live streaming, maybe not the night of these things are announced, but maybe the next night or the next couple of days.
We will definitely have our own reactions and opinions.
Talking about everything that was announced.
Yep. The good, the bad.
And hopefully we were right about a couple things.
Some of it. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
We'll see.
Epcot Summerfest.
Also, what's your self-float sync? Hot Summer Nights. Your self-float sync. Which one would you do? Which one of the being there for opening day of the park, attending D23, or doing the first wave maiden voyage of a cruise ship? So let us know. Let's see here. Some fun housekeeping things. If you enjoyed this episode, please like it, subscribe it.
Yes.
Share it with your friends.
Please do.
Tell them to share it with their friends.
Yep.
And so on and so forth. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Yep. That's where you can stay up to date with all the things that we're doing. And hopefully we make you smile occasionally. I laugh at your post and replies.
I laugh when I listen back to these episodes.
Oh, that's fair.
Emily makes fun of me for it.
It does feel a little.
It does.
I don't know what the word is.
Narcissistic.
Self-indulgent.
Self-indulgent.
I think that's the one. What's sad is I laugh in the same places.
I do too. Yeah,
For example,
I do too. Yeah.
if I tell a joke and I laughed at it on this,
Yep.
I'm probably going to laugh at
100% back. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
We should probably go to the therapist. But anyways,
We can't. We go to Disney.
it's cheaper.
We can't afford a therapist either way.
Listen, as always, thanks for tuning into Park Hopper Society. We'll be back next week with a new episode.
Yep.
So until then, take care and keep hopping.
See you real soon.
Toodles.
Bye-bye.